Hey everybody, how's it going? Rob here again, Kuroda. Before I get started, I just wanted to kind of say that I have been thinking about it. I'm gonna probably start doing more videos like this and the last video actually, where I was talking about like why I do videos and stuff. And so I'm basically saying just like regular vlogs and stuff because kind of nice to put myself out there. It's nice to shake things up a little bit and talk about different things with you guys. Today, as you can see by the title, and I've mentioned this a few times in a few little videos, I'm just going to talk about why I refuse to talk about politics on this channel. There's a bunch of reasons. So to start, this is a gaming channel, okay? I love video games. I play video games. I like to really talk about video games and stuff. I don't think that it really fits with politics. And also, quite frankly, one of the reasons I play video games is the escapism element, you know. It's not to get involved with politics, you know. I like video games for that very reason, you know, just because politics is... I don't think anybody plays games because of... they want to make a statement or they're looking for somebody to make a statement. I don't think so anyway. I think people do it because they want to be away from that type of stuff. It's escape. All art is, right? Well, that's my main thing here. I don't want to have to talk about politics. You know, and I have some strong views, believe me. I do have opinions on things, and I do have, you know, things that maybe I would want to say, but not on a gaming channel. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. This is about entertainment, and I don't necessarily myself find politics, well, sometimes I find it entertaining, but I don't think politics should be about entertainment. And my thing is that I've had also, and that's probably the second reason I would say that I really don't want to talk about politics, is I've kind of had my fill of politics, to be quite honest, and I've been pretty, like, I don't think really people should say they have a passion for something or like politics personally. I mean, some people do, and that's fine. Let's put it this way. I was very interested in politics. I followed politics a lot. I still do. It's dwindling. I just can't. And I know some people would say that, like, you know, it's not good to be ignorant and stuff. I know I'm not saying that I am purposefully trying to be ignorant towards things. I can't, honestly. I'm incapable of doing that. I still follow stuff. I still check the news. I still read new things when I see it. I mean, it's like a drug. I can't help but do that. But at the same time, I'm trying to distance myself from it a little bit. My reasons for that are personal. It's mostly just, if I could say without, like, I'm trying to do this video without really saying what my views are or really anything like that, you know, because it's stuff that I want to keep to myself at this point. But my whole thing is that I just don't want to. I just don't really want to, for my own sake, I really just don't want to be involved with politics anymore. I don't want to, you know, I mean, the way I look at it, the internet is full of people who are willing to give their opinions on things and who are willing to make entire channels based on, you know, the news and politics and things like that. And, you know, there's opinions about different things going on coming from this side and this side and this side and all different directions, and there's people who do it way better than I do, who could do it way better than I do, and I just decided I didn't want to be involved with it. I briefly thought about actually doing a channel about politics and stuff, and then I thought, well, you know what, first of all, what does anybody care about what I have to say? Like, you know, it's not like I'm qualified in any way to give my opinion on things. but that aside, even so, I mean, anybody should be able to give their opinion, right? It doesn't matter what your qualifications are, right? But there's people who do it better than me, and there's people who don't, you know. My viewpoint is one viewpoint, and I know that there's many other ones, so I would rather just personally not do it. And I also thought about it in terms of like doing my own videos about politics and stuff. I also thought about like, in reality, could I consistently do that and not go insane? And I thought, or get so tired of it that I just won't, that I just, would totally give up on it. I think that would be the case, absolutely, because I can't do it. Now, there's another huge reason for that, and it's been my overall problem with politics, especially in the last several years, is the polarization thing. And this is where I know I'm starting to tread into kind of dangerous waters here, but and I'm not going to give any specific opinions on this because I refuse. Personally, the only opinion I'll give is I don't care what your politics are, okay, at all. And the reason I say that is because my whole thing has been, beyond the politics itself, is dialogue and the notion of, there's a person behind this idea, So my main issue with politics, with what's been going on, the last several years, and has been just, intensifying steadily, is that the dialogue has been very misconstrued in many ways, and we're getting to a point now where we identify people by their politics, which is bullshit. Politics don't matter. What your politics are don't matter. I don't care what your ideology is. I don't care. Because guess what? Me personally, and maybe it's just my own opinion, I've known people from every political ideology. I mean, you name it. I've had, interactions with people, and I've been friends with many people from many different things. A person's politics don't matter. It's the person that matters, okay? And people believe different things because it's, from what I've seen, based on a lot on their own experiences, on their own situations in life. And I also noticed that people happen to really cling to a certain ideology based on specific issues that they that are really near and dear to them, So what I mean there is, like, maybe somebody who's okay, I'm gonna try not to get too into this. Maybe somebody who is a business owner, right, would have a different ideology than someone who is a single mother or something, or somebody who is I don't know. We'll use those two examples. I mean, there's many other ones. My point is that a lot of times people's politics are shaped by what affects them and stuff, and that makes sense. And other reasons too. My point being is that, without getting into specifics, I just don't care what people believe. Live and let live, man. That's the only thing that that's the only thing that I'll really say in terms of there's two things that I may address in terms of politics, but I can't say specifically, I will say that I can't specifically, or that I won't specifically address certain issues, and that's just because, not certain issues. I just won't address any issues, But there's certain little things that are considered political opinions that I might get into a little bit, but not in a very specific way, if that makes sense. So, for example, like, I did a podcast with Walt, and we talked about the idea of, like, political correctness, right? but I would only talk about that idea, like in like in concept, not necessarily in like how that idea is. That idea in like politics, for example. Because that's a big thing now. I'll talk about it in art because that's different, but not in like how it would affect art. But I'm not gonna. I wouldn't. That's kind of what I was talking about. I think in the podcast. Well, I think I got a little bit political in that podcast, but it was on Walt's channel, and it's as close as I'll get. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, watch the podcast. It's like the last 15 minutes of the podcast or something we talk about it. I don't know. But that being said, that's about as far as I'm gonna go. I just can't do it anymore. If you watch my channel and you believe, whatever you believe, I don't care. I mean, whatever. Hold on, I'm gonna sip some coffee. I don't care what you believe. The only thing I care about is what games you like, or what music you like, or whatever. So, that being said, I just appreciate anybody, who wants to watch my videos.
Made eye contact with the screen.
Yeah, I was like,
you're talking to yourself. You're like, I love you.
See, whoa, it's nighttime now. What happened? Sorry, guys. I'm re-recording this for the third time, actually, which really blows. Hopefully, I can actually finish this time. But as I was recording this earlier today, my wife walked in, and I tried to re-record it. It didn't, it basically didn't record it. And then I just tried to record it like 5 minutes ago, and it didn't record it via the Blue Snowball. It recorded it through the crappy built-in microphone on the MacBook. I just wanted to finish up what I was saying, and this video will be pretty much done. So I just wanted to say that in addition to what I said, I did want to say that while I don't want to talk about politics, I won't restrict other people from saying, talking about politics or anything. That includes people who guest on the channel and people. Well, I can't do anything about comments. I'm certainly not going to disable comments or anything like that. But I certainly don't plan on participating myself. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person that is comfortable with restricting speech. So I'm not going to do that. But I'm just going to encourage, anybody who guests on the channel with me not to talk about politics because, again, I just don't want to get into it. Long story short, like I said, it's a very personal thing with me. I've gotten to the point where I want to delete Facebook even. The only form of social media that I'm actually a part of, I really want to get rid of because I just every time I go on social media, all I hear about is politics, and it's I'm so done with it that I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to, I want everybody to enjoy the channel for what it is, not because of what I believe, So I hope I'm entertaining. That aside, I mean, this could change. Who knows? Maybe I'll decide, hey, you know what? I can, chill out and, maybe end up, being a bit more open with my views and stuff. But I don't see the point because I don't see the point in being preachy and telling everybody what I believe because who cares, and second of all, this is the other thing. I mean, I've seen some other, I won't name who, but there's been several YouTubers and Let's Players actually who have been getting the crap beat out of them, for things they said and all this stuff, and it's I don't want any part of it. I just don't. I don't want to be misconstrued. I don't want to be uh, uh, like my views misconstrued. I don't want like my whole channel to be labeled on some one thing I said or didn't say or whatever, you know. So I'd rather just stay completely out of it, not have some kind of political agenda, not have some kind of, you know, some kind of, you know, goal or try to spread this word that I, you know, these words of wisdom that that have been imparted on me, you know. Um, no, no, I don't care. I don't care what you like, or I don't care what you believe. If you like games and you like my channel, that's amazing. You're awesome. Thank you. I'm also not really at liberty to, you know, necessarily judge others on their views. So that's another thing I don't want to be a part of. You know, I don't want to then feel like other people are gonna be judged by me for what I believe, you know, just because I believe a certain thing. So you know, I think it's best. I'm Switzerland. I'm pulling to Switzerland, man. I'm just staying out of it, you know. That's what I always say, because you know Switzerland is pretty good at staying out of wars. But yeah, for now, guys, I'm sorry for the little, you know, rant here, but it's just something that I wanted to really put out in the open. Like I said before, I've mentioned it a few times, but I haven't. I felt like it was necessary to make a video just so people, you know, this Yoshi shirt's awesome. I see a picture of it. It's cool. I must have ADD or something. Jesus. Anyway, but I just thought it was important, you know, to tell you guys, and it's kind of a pledge to you guys, especially if you're a person who, like me, wants to like watch videos on YouTube and play games, and you know, maybe even do your own let's plays or whatever. If you just enjoy this type of stuff just for the escapism element, and you don't want to get, you know, you don't want to hear about, you know, whatever happened in the news today, or this person did this, or this person did that, or this country, you know, no, it's not going to happen. So I don't know. I appreciate you guys for understanding. Leave a comment or whatever if you agree or disagree, or if you just, you know, if you know, some people may feel like I'm doing a disservice by not saying my views. I don't know, but that's just how it's going to be for now. So, yeah, that's all I had to say today. And I guess I'll part with you with this. God bless America.